If you come to Nigeria, there are a lot of thieves. You have to be careful. Someone can snatch your bag.
Wow.
Every country has, they have thieves there. They have evil people, negative people. So it's not just in Nigeria. I mean, Egypt too. South Africa, come on. There, or if you come to Nigeria, there are no infrastructures. Everywhere is like village, no electricity, no good roads.
I think the world perceive us to be unserious.
On serious, Nigerians are on serious. Wow.
When people say Nigerians are scammers or like fraudsters.
We educated doctors in Nigeria fly over to help other countries,
Countries like UK,
Canada,
America.
even Russia.
Wow. In today's video, we'll be asking people about some of the most common misconceptions and stereotypes about Nigeria and giving them the chance to debunk some of these misconceptions and stereotypes. So sit back, relax, let's get started. Nigerians have been labeled for different things. So we have different misconceptions about Nigeria or stereotypes. So can you mention some of these stereotypes or misconception and probably debunk them?
One of the most, I would think, famous things that have been said about Nigeria that it's negative is the fact that Nigeria is too hot.
Is Nigeria hot?
I mean, there's a certain level to it, but you can't actually say Nigeria is too hot because if you compare it to other countries like America, for instance, when they have their summer, it's way hotter than how it is here in Nigeria. For people like us that have been there and we've been back, so it's way hotter. So you can't really just say, oh, because Nigeria is hot all around and we just have just, let's say, this our sunny season, rainy season, and we have Hamatan. No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Another misconception is the fact that if you come to Nigeria, there are a lot of thieves. You have to be careful. Someone can snatch your bag.
Wow.
It's not usually like that, actually. It's not usually like that. And one thing I would like to point out is that every country has, they have thieves there. They have evil people, negative people. So it's not just in Nigeria. I mean, Egypt too. South Africa, come on. So it's everywhere. So that misconception has to stop. And another thing I would like to debunk is the fact that, oh, if you come to Nigeria, there are no infrastructures. Everywhere is like village, no electricity, no good roads. You can't find a nice place to hang out. It's a lie. Have you been to Lagos? Have you been to Abuja? Have you even been to Kano? Please, I beg you. You should stop saying that. You should stop. That's all I have to say about that.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, what about you? What misconception do you want to debunk about Nigeria that you want to tell the world?
That Nigeria is filled with illiterates. A lot of people think that Nigeria is a country filled with illiterates, which is a lie. And I would really not like anyone saying that or thinking that about Nigeria because there are a lot of educated and wealthy people in Nigeria. So that is very wrong for anyone to think of that about Nigeria.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's it.
people buttress on that.
Okay.
What she just said. Do you realize that most reason why our Nigerian health sector is going down is because we educated doctors in Nigeria fly over to help other countries,
Countries like UK,
Canada,
America.
even Russia.
Wow.
So I mean, we are learned. We are not illiterate. That's one thing. I just said let me just add it up to what she said. 'Cause
It's it.
Okay, I think the only one I know for now is still the fact that we are being seen as scammers.
As scammers.
Yeah, exactly. But then I think they shouldn't see it that way.
How should the world see us?
Yeah, the world should see us as really really smart people.
Smart.
Yeah, we're very very smart. Take for instance, a young man leaves Nigeria for America, or yeah, a young Nigerian man, even the women self, leave
Both gender,
Nigeria,
both gender.
genders just leave Nigeria to somewhere abroad, probably America or UK. In the next 3 months, you'll start sending things over. Do you understand?
They're like doing well over there when it
Over
gets.
Not even necessarily in a shady way, so to say.
Doing something legal.
They are doing something legal. Like I have a aunt that I know about, a relative. She does about 3 works abroad.
Abroad. Where? In the UK?
No, in the US.
US. Okay, okay.
So 3 works, and when my granny was telling me about it, I was like, she'll do 3 works, go in the morning, go in I said, that's too much now. She can never even work that hard in our
Yeah,
own country.
Nigeria.
But then she has to push very hard, probably because of the currency. So, but then she has a goal, and we are go getters. We are
Nigerians are go-getters.
Yes, we make sure we eat this thing and we get it. So, and when we get it, I mean, how can you accumulate such wealth in just one year,
Short period of time.
short period of time, man? It's really hard work. It's really hard work. So, and when you meet the real scammers, the Nigerians, they don't even want to go abroad.
They want to stay in Nigeria.
Stay in their country. They don't want to go abroad. So I think that's just that.
Most people believe that Nigerians are prone to violence.
Nigerians are violent.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I don't think it's really true. It's true to some extent, but not really true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not all Nigerians are violent.
Not all Nigerians are violent.
I'll say most. So.
Most Nigerians are violent. Not all.
Yeah, I think one that stands out the most is like when people say Nigerians are scammers or like are fraudsters. Well, I stand to debunk that, but because we have like successful guys out there in Nigeria, likes of Tony Lumelu, likes of Aliko Dangote, likes of Femi Otedola. Tony Lumelu recently, who just got I think he got in African country, I think Benin Republic or so, they asked like that industry for chambers of industry and commerce
Yeah.
had to invite him over to like set up stuff for their economic growth and all of that. So he also is bank UBA bank that is like spreading wings across Africa
Africa, yeah.
and even the world at large. So I really don't think that's like settled. So we might just have a few people that that might like want to like make things shake a bit for we in Nigeria, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what about you? Do you want to debunk any misconception about Nigeria? One or two?
The one that stands out to me more is they say Nigerians are lousy, we are noise makers.
Are we?
No, that's not true. We are not. It's just part of us, our way of life. It's the way we show ourselves. Let me put aspect of like Afro music now. You can say Afro music is loud, it's like noisy, it's too much efficiency.
Afro beats. Bang, 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 bang.
Yes. But that's the beauty to it. That's why even those from like foreign countries, they don't need to understand what the artist is really saying. It's just when they hear the beat. That's why you say music is universal. Once you hear the beat, once you like fall in love with it, you're already getting the vibe from it already.
When the do they enter body.
So yeah, we are not noisy people at all.
We're not lousy.
Yeah, we are not.
Talk about the fact that they really think Nigeria is poor.
Nigeria is poor.
I really think it's wrong. Nigerians are not poor. A lot of Nigerians are rich, really, and especially the fact that we have a very, very large population, and we have a lot of entrepreneurs, and yes, entrepreneurs in different sectors, and it gives them the space to sell their markets, and as a result of selling their markets, they get a lot of returns. And another thing I know about our country is that we are a consumer country. So imagine if you're an entrepreneur, you can always put something out there, provided it's solving a problem for the people. You definitely get your return back. So I don't think Nigeria is a poor country. I'll talk on the fact that I think the world perceives us to be unserious.
Unserious. Nigerians are unserious. Wow.
Maybe because of the banter and drags on Twitter. Well, it's an integral part of us. But then, while still doing all of those things, we get the job done. I tell you for free. Currently in the country, we have most of these guys under 35. If I'm right, we have under 35 that have built Unicorn, and
Startup companies.
honestly, and then we have a lot of them that are even fast growing. Well, they are not yet in Unicorn because of about $1 billion amount for being a unicorn, but we have other ones that have companies that the valuation is way over millions of dollars, and I think it's really a vibe. And the interesting thing is that their solution does not even just stay in the country as a whole. It renders solutions to other African countries and even some European countries
True.
as well. So when the time for banter comes, when it's time for us to catch fun, we will do that. In fact, like I said, it's an integral part of us. We would always catch fun either way. Yeah. So, but still getting the job done. So yeah, if there's anybody out there, we are very, very fun to be with. We are very fun to be with. If you've been considering maybe coming over to Nigeria, this is me telling you that, see, you are very welcome. You are very welcome. And maybe because of now, our immigration policies are not that strict for now. It's not like maybe UK or Canada for now. So you can always opt in. Come on. So yeah.
I think the most common one is the fact that when you see a young person, you believe they are mostly into cyber crimes, especially when you see a young guy driving a good car, looking good and stuff. And mostly it's like someone like me now. I wear earring and stuff, and a lot of people think that it's not. It's none of that. Mostly we're just trying to live a good life, look fresh and all that. And I think that's typically in my own experience. That's like the most common misconception that I've seen. And I think maybe as for a guy too, a lot of people think maybe black men are playboys. But
Playboys, are you a playboy?
no,
Are you sure?
yeah, sure.
Well, you look like one.
No, I'm alright.
Okay, good. So, guys, what do you think? How to know some of your misconception and stereotypes about Nigeria? As usual, like, comment, subscribe, and share. See you on the next one, guys.
Marshall,
Okay, Marshall, what do you do?
I'm an artist and
Okay.
also a student of Unilag.
Okay, so do you have any songs out or anything out?
Not necessarily yet, but then I get to still perform my songs.
Okay, cool. What about your IG, your socials? Let the world know you so they can get to you.
Okay, for Instagram and Twitter, it is underscore Omolabi, underscore Omolabi. I trust you. When you get to meet me, you hear no bad music.
Okay, is that showing that no bad music?